Alright, how's it going? It's been a while. So we're in Chinatown today. We are going to go to what is potentially the best Chinese restaurant in Newcastle. I just need to go on my phone and look at where that is, and then we'll get cracking. So 2 seconds on. So, best Chinese restaurant in Newcastle. I've got a feeling I might know what it could be. Right, King Neptune's coming up on Google, and TripAdvisor is also coming up, King Neptune. So that's where we're going. So the main area of Chinatown is centred around Stowell Street, not too far from St James's Park. We've got quite a few favourite sort of Chinese restaurants. So King Neptune, according to TripAdvisor and Google, is the #1. Let me know in the comments below what you think is the #1 in Newcastle. We're talking about city down restaurants as well, not kind of takeaways. So city downs around Chinatown. I know there's other Chinese restaurants in and around sort of the Stowell Street area that aren't specifically in Stowell Street, but let me know in the comments. Some of our favourites we've been to is Infusion, which is probably the most authentic kind of Chinese restaurant we've probably been to in Newcastle, I think. Tuesday's been to China quite a few times, so she's had the cuisine, which is very different what we have in this country. A lot of the food that we have in this country that we call Chinese food tends to be kind of Cantonese style. Things like your dim sum, things like your char siu, pork, things like sweet and sour, that type of thing, which might not necessarily be what you would get in China, depending on where you go, because it's very, very regional Chinese food. You can't just say Chinese food is generic, so it's very regional. You might see things on menus like Szechuan style, Peking style, Hong Kong style, and it's because there's kind of dozens upon dozens. I think there's maybe 63 different types of cuisine, or maybe 83, something like that. We kind of eat like a bit of a mix of everything here rather than by specific region. As I say, Tuesday's been to China quite a few times, and a lot of the Chinese food is where they just kind of eat everything. It's kind of like traditional British food really, where I suppose it all comes from kind of like being working class and not wanting to waste any food. So things like duck's heads and duck's feet and stuff like that. And Tuesday's been at restaurants where the people that she's been with have been eating that sort of stuff, which obviously isn't really commonplace in our cuisine yet. But there is some restaurants, I know like Infusion, you can get like duck blood and stuff like that. There is restaurants that are kind of slowly but surely doing it, and I suppose it's a little bit of like globalization type of thing. But anyway, so King Neptune is where we're going, which is a seafood and Peking style restaurant. Peking style is the old name for Beijing, if you didn't know, capital of China, and Peking style tends to be a lot of garlic and a lot of spring onions, a lot of dry fried food, so a lot of the food's kind of like smoky or burnt, not burnt in a bad way, if that makes sense. It's been in Stowell Street for how long is it? 39 years. 1986 it opened in Stowell Street, so they'll be celebrating 40 years next year, which is pretty unbelievable. Another one of my favourites, obviously we mentioned Infusion. Another one of my favourites is Landmark. Landmark's a decent restaurant as well. Landmark's kind of more for families and big groups. It's got like a bit of a party atmosphere. It's absolutely gigantic. It's like the size of Wembley inside, to be fair. Landmark, it's a nice restaurant. King Neptune, I think me and Tuesday went maybe 15 years ago. I've probably never been for 15 years, and before that it's probably going back 25 years since I've been to King Neptune. I'm looking forward to it. I have a bit of a walk into Stowell Street because I'm kind of just walking around awkwardly. I'm walking outside of the town walls, so that's the other thing about Stowell Street and Chinatown in Newcastle. It's a very historic part of the town which backs onto the town wall, as you can see there. So yeah, it's a really kind of vibrant place. It's not just Chinese cuisine here as well. There's a lot of stuff from the Far East. There's like Taiwanese stuff and Japanese stuff. But yeah, again, hit up in the comments if you have a favourite place to go. I'm going off what TripAdvisor and what Google say, and what they are saying is that we need to go to King Neptune. So that's what we're going to do. pre-Chinese liveness. Tuesday's with us now, she's just arrived. I was saying on the introduction Tuesday that we've been to King Neptune before, me and you. Have we been to King Neptune, or did I imagine that?
Maybe, I don't know if I'm absolutely honest, I can't remember. I've definitely been, but I don't know if we've been together.
Right, thanks for that. One more live now, then it's time for a bit. So finally, in we got, inside King Neptune, longest running restaurant in the whole of Chinatown. Quite an achievement, to be fair, for it to still be going. Complimentary prawn crackers to start with. These came out straight away as soon as we sat down pretty much, and then we ordered some drinks. The old Qingdao straight away. And then the menu here, the menu is really comprehensive. Honestly, you'll struggle to find, like, you'll struggle to not be able to find something that you want to eat here. If you're a little stuck and a little bit overwhelmed, there is like the banquets that you can order. They range from like 2 to 3 people or 4 to 5 persons with bigger groups. Makes things a bit easier, and there's something for everyone. I think it even goes to like 6, 7, 8 people, the menus you can get to all these different banquets. The one we went for was the Pearl banquet, which is £28.80 per person. So for that one, we've got the chicken and sweet corn soup to start with. Absolute classic. Always reminds me of being a kid. Going to Chinese restaurants with my mum and dad. We used to always go to the Joy King in South Shields, if anyone ever remembers that one back in the day. And then one of my favourite things in the world, the hot towel. Honest to God, man, it makes us feel like I've won the lottery when someone brings out the hot towels. Like, absolutely love it. And then the next dish was the shredded aromatic duck. So this is kind of like the British riff on Peking duck. We were talking about all the different styles of cuisine before. So Peking style, one of their most famous dishes is the Peking duck. So this is just like the British variant, the crispy aromatic duck that we have, with their pancakes and spring onion, cucumber salad, and then that lovely sort of plum sauce. Really, really, really delicious. Definitely one of me, like, probably death row meals actually. Like, just reminds us of being a kid. So satisfying, really tasty. Aye, absolutely bang on. And the mains started coming out, and for the mains what we got was deep fried chicken and sweet and sour, stir fried beef in black pepper, and stir fried king prawns with green peppers in a black bean sauce. So plenty of food for the two of us. If there was more people, the portions would obviously be a bit bigger, but I think the portion sizes were absolutely spot on. Plenty of rice there as well. We left a little bit of rice probably at the end. I'm not really sure we left any of the main courses, the chicken or the beef or the king prawns. I think we hammered all of that. But all in, with drinks, I got a couple of beers, Tuesday a black currant and soda, $69.50. Well, that was a bloody treat. Very, very nice. Really good. So aye, it's up to yous. What's the crack? Is that the best one in the whole of Newcastle? Or TripAdvisor and Google completely wrong? We really enjoyed it. Enjoyed every single dish we had. Service was bang on. Price wasn't too bad. What do you think? And as usual, don't forget to like and subscribe. Press that bell, it gives you notifications for when we post videos. Do that if you want to. But thank you for subscribing if you do. If you don't, please do subscribe. That little graph that I've just put on the screen there shows how many people watch the videos who don't subscribe. Please just click the subscribe button, please. It makes a huge difference. And that link that I've just put on the screen there, that allows you to view us on other socials if you want to. But yeah, thanks very much again for watching. See you on the next one.